Now, as a chef, I've got a lot of knives. They are the tools of my trade, and these have been with me, some of them for a long time, some of them are new, but all of them, I take as much care of them as I possibly can. But it's the day-to-day care of them, the use of them, that I find that most people want to know. All knives are dangerous. However, you're more likely to cut yourself with a blunt knife than a sharp one, because when you're chopping, without it being sharp, when you push down, it won't do the job with precision. So what happens is you're more likely to make a mistake, the knife move or jump about, and that's when injuries happen. That's when you end up cutting yourself, okay? With a sharp knife, it will cut exactly where you put it. The more confident you get, the more you'll be able to put your fingers nearer the edge of the blade and control it, okay? So a sharp knife is actually a safer knife than a blunt one. So how do I keep my knives sharp? Okay, there's two ways of doing this. One is with a whetstone, or another one is a steel. Now, you get diamond steels or kind of rust steels. This is a diamond steel. This is a cook's knife that I've had quite a while, all right? And it's beautiful, it's a soft metal, okay? This is a carbon steel, and it's easier to keep sharp because it is a soft metal. Now, there's two kind of sides to the knife block, or to the whetstone. There's a rougher side and a honing side. Now, the honing side is normally on the thinner bit, where it just kind of is finely sharpening it. And the honing side is helping to get that edge. So the first thing you do, pour a little bit of water on the stone, and then with your knife, at an angle, not even a 45-degree angle, about a 30-degree angle, you just move it through the stone, curving it to the shape of the knife. And turn it over and do it the other way. And this way, the blade you're trying to sharpen together, all right? Turn it onto its side, fine honing just to finish it off. So that's one way of looking after your knife to make sure it stays nice and sharp. And just put your thumb on it just to check. And it should feel quite rough to the touch. That way you know it's nice and sharp. Now, another way of doing it is with a steel. Pretty much before every time I chop something with one of my knives, I'll just give it a quick tickle on the steel. Hold the steel in one hand at around about 45 degrees. And then the knife is going to be very similar to the same as I did on the stone. Pulling it down towards myself. And then do the other side. Like that, like that. But if you can see, the angle of the knife to the steel is like that. It's around about, what's that, 20 degrees, 30 degrees, not 45. Trying to make it nice and sharp and tight. So the strength is in this arm, holding it straight, and then you're pushing with this arm and pulling it through. And then the more confident you get, the quicker you'll be able to do it. So you take control and care of your own knives. If you do this more often than not, you'll end up with a sharper knife. And remember, a sharp knife is actually a safer knife.